the colors. Summer love. Lonesome dove folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love.
Welcome back to another video. My name is Lauren. If you are new, this is, obviously you can tell by the title, this is a what I eat in a day, which I haven't filmed I think since the summer, like before all the wedding stuff. So we are long overdue for what I eat in a day. I just got ready for the day because I'm about to film the final wedding Q&A, which is bittersweet. I might end up filming it in 2 parts because it's kind of long. But if you guys are like a 2024 bride or upcoming bride or anything, definitely check it out. It's like all the juicy questions about what I love that I did, what I regret doing, things I'd change, all the post-wedding insight. Right now I'm taking my hair supplement that I've been taking. Also, I'm starting to get my nails done again next week. I took a break after the wedding. I don't like to get them done when they're really short, so I let them grow before I went. So just, I don't know. I don't mind bare nails, but I think when they're long and bare, it's just not the cutest. So I am taking this hair vitamin, which I've been taking for a couple weeks now. I actually got it before the wedding because I got a haircut before my bachelorette trip and it just got cut a little shorter than I wanted it, and so I was like, I need to grow my hair before the wedding. But I didn't want this to like mess with my hormones or anything because like my skin was so clear before the wedding and I was feeling so good, so I didn't end up taking them. And I've been taking them for the last like 2 or 3 weeks and like I already noticed a difference. I did get a haircut yesterday. I actually went in for a blowout, and then while I was there she was like, do you want me to cut anything? Because my hair was like dead on the ends, and I was like, you could like frame my face a little because my face framing pieces were like down to here and I couldn't leave them down. Then she's like, do you want me to just like freshen everything up? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And I just, it's not her fault. I just regret saying yes because my hair was so long. My face framing pieces definitely needed it. I'm happy with that decision, but I wish I just let it be kind of dead on the ends. These are really good, and like the energy part isn't caffeine. It's from zinc and iodine, and like I guess the hair growth too, I don't know, but they do work and the ingredients are super simple. So I know a lot of people take Nutrafol, but it's like a pain in the butt. I think you take 4 pills a day or 4 pills twice a day or something. So I don't know, this definitely has made a difference. I have so many baby hairs around my face coming in. So I've been taking that every day. I am going to go film the Q&A and I will probably eat lunch after, and then I'm going to do a walkthrough at that apartment because we couldn't walk through it the other day. So it's a little later and it's also a little warmer out than I thought. I am way more bundled up than necessary, but it's fine. But I just filmed the Q&A and it took a little bit longer than I expected, so I don't have time to eat lunch, and I'm heading to the apartment complex that we're highly considering moving to, because the other day when we went, I think I was vlogging, I definitely was, and when we went to do like a final walkthrough and like see like the unit that we applied for, we couldn't go in because it's still under construction, and so she had to get like the key. So I'm going back today. I'm eating a raw Red bar, which is one of my favorite bars. I don't really eat bars that often anymore because my favorite one is a Fro Pro and they are in South Florida. These are really good. They have like 95% good ingredients and I love them. They have like huge chocolate chips and they're really good. This is the chocolate peanut butter, dark chocolate, sea salt, plant-based bar, and they're really good. So I'm gonna go do the walkthrough, and then when I come back I'm gonna make lunch right away because I am pretty hungry, but I have like an appointment to be there at 1:30 and it's 1:17. So I will see you guys when I'm home. I am back from the apartment. I'm about to make lunch. It's a little bit later than I would usually eat lunch, but the day just kind of happened that way. So it's currently 2:30 and I'm making a yummy dinner tonight. I'm making like a turkey meatball soup with like ginger and garlic, and it's really good. I made it a couple weeks ago. I want to make it again and write it down. I don't really remember what I did, so we're kind of winging it tonight, but I'm making lunch. This is like a meal prep based lunch, and It's kind of random. I made it for dinner last night because we like over prepped food. So that's what we had for dinner last night, was like meal prep food. Spiced it up a little bit, and my intention with showing you guys this isn't necessarily to be like, you have to try this meal, this is like the perfect meal or like the perfect recipe or anything like that, but just to kind of just to like encourage like spicing up basic meal prep meals with different toppings to add more nutrients. So like the actual base of the meal prep is just grilled chicken. I have some chopped up kale. My camera was dead, so I got it all ready while my battery was charging. And then I also have prepped sweet potatoes, obviously almost done. And for toppings, I'm using nutritional yeast, which actually has so many vitamins. And then hemp seeds for a little extra protein and healthy fats. Organic tahini for some healthy fat. And then some more microgreens like I used this morning. If I just ate the chicken, sweet potato, and arugula, it would still be healthy, but it wouldn't have like that added benefit. And there's just so many things that you can add to your meals to just increase the overall nutritional value. You can also get creative with switching this stuff out. Like you can use different fats, you can use different like crunchy toppings. I could do like a nut, like a different type of seed. You can do different microgreens or different greens in general. You can add so many more like vitamins and nutrients to a meal just by what you top it with. So I'm about to heat this up. This pan is a little bit bigger than I need, but the other one's in the sink, and I don't feel like washing it right this second. I'm doing coconut oil again, just add like a healthy fat. Some aminos. These are our favorite ones because they're kind of thick. So it's almost like a teriyaki consistency, which I just think tastes so good. And then just adding the chicken and kale. Obviously, a pan isn't always the most convenient for lunch. Even if you are like prepping your meals and putting them in containers, you could mix all this together in a pan and then put it in the container like this. Sweet potatoes. Do the tahini first. Tahini is at the bottom, so it's kind of thick. It's not really drizzly, so I'm just gonna put it on this side. Hemp seeds, nutritional yeast. I've never had nutritional yeast. It's like a cheesy flavor, but it's plant-based. And it's really good. Microgreens and some salt. So here's a better look at it, but it's so yummy. It's really random. I just kind of threw it together last night, but I definitely feel like I'm gonna make this a lot. It was just very flavorful. Highly recommend. I'm going to eat this. I just tidied up before I ate while my battery was charging. So I'm gonna eat this and probably just chill for like a half hour because I feel like I haven't stopped today. And then I will see you guys in a little. I have to do recipe videos, so I will see you when I'm making those. I'm on my phone because my camera's charging. I'm about to edit the wedding Q&A. I decided not to film today because I kind of missed the like bright light window food video, so I'm gonna do this tomorrow. But I am having a poppy and I wanted to show it since I'm doing a full day of eating. This is the Doc Pop, which is my favorite one. Somehow I got out of that pretty good. Tastes like Dr. Pepper, and it's so good. It has a little bit of caffeine, which I need right now. I get really tired in the afternoon on days that I either film a lot and like I'm talking a lot, which the Q&A took like 2 hours to film, or if I'm staring at a screen too much. And today was kind of a combo of both of those things. And I just feel like I want to lay down and like not think. If you guys are wondering where I got this blanket, because if I was watching this video, I'd be wondering where this blanket is from. It's actually from Cracker Barrel, which I know is so random. Kendra's mom had it, and I was like, where did you get that blanket? And she was like, Cracker Barrel. And so Cracker Barrel has an online blanket shop. And that's where I got it from. And it is like the thickest, biggest, coziest blanket ever. I am done editing. I feel like one of the weirdest feelings with editing is when you start editing when it's light out and then you don't move, and then by the time you're done editing it's dark, and all of a sudden you're just sitting in like a dark cave and you have to get up and put the lights on. I hate that feeling. I need to start like getting up before it actually gets pitch dark because I just don't like that feeling. I'm about to make a snack, and then it's not really a snack, it's like a really small snack. And then I'm gonna go do a body shower and then start dinner. It's like 10 of 6. So I am currently obsessed with this. It's not really anything that new. I'm sure you guys have seen this before, but I'm currently loving it. I'm doing dates with peanut butter. So I have these dates from Whole Foods, and they are the best dates I've ever had. They taste almost like mapley, kind of. Like they have flavor. I feel like a lot of times dates are just sweet. These like actually have a lot of flavor. So I have these dates, and I'm using this peanut butter. I don't know why it's not focusing. And this is the greatest peanut butter that I have ever had. We just started getting it. This is our second jar. It's organic. The only ingredient is organic dry roasted peanuts and sea salt. The only downside is that it's very drippy. Like you'll see when I put it on a date. So it's kind of a pain, but the flavor, I don't know why it's so good, but it's like salty and creamy, and it's just really good. Little side note with dates, I mean, these have pits, so I have to cut them open anyhow. Even if you have pitted dates, cut them open. Our entire girl friend group is scarred because our one friend left Trader Joe's and started eating dates out of the container, and it literally like exploded in her face with dirt and like mold, or both. I don't know if it was one or the other. Like to the point that she had dirt on her face. Like that's, I don't know if there was pressure in the date or what was happening there scientifically, but her date exploded, and now we all check the inside of our dates. Another one of my girlfriends in the friend group found a date that looked the same way. So all scarred over here. My head is pounding. That's also why I stopped editing, because I need to just be off. Ooh, no way. Ew, see? Why? How, what are the odds of that? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to enjoy these dates now. I'm appalled. That is disgusting. Ever had a date do that, and of all moments? No. Oh my god, that's disgusting. I hate that. I hate that so much. Really was looking forward to these right now. Now I am freaked out. Okay, whatever. I'm still eating 2 of them because these 2 look really good. The one I got rid of. She was dry. Wow. Well, this is really an exciting snack. I have 2 dates, and then I just put pink salt on them. Really exciting stuff. Groundbreaking meal here. What I eat today. It's so sticky. This is also really good if you freeze it or like chill it for like 20 minutes, but okay, well I might not have convinced you to try this, but it's really good. Just check the inside of your dates, okay? I am showered and I'm about to cook dinner. I'm gonna get everything prepped, and then I will kind of show you what we're working with, but I'm making a, this is gonna kind of sound weird, but like a ginger turkey meatball, but you can like taste the ginger. An immune boosting soup, if you will. Have the turkey burger mix. I kind of just went for it with random stuff. It's ginger, garlic, green onion, parsley, red pepper flakes, paprika, salt, and pepper. Sometimes I'll go like a sweeter route. Like I probably will add a tiny bit of coconut aminos just to sweeten them up a little. But you can really just add any spices, herbs. But this is going to be a nice combo for this specific soup. Okay, meatballs are done being rolled, and you could totally make them big for this. I just prefer them more like bite size. I'm going to cook them, I think, in the pot, rather than a pan so that I dirty one less dish. You could also bake them in the oven. That would also be really easy. I just kind of prefer when they get a little bit brown in a pan, or in this case, a pot. So I'm gonna cook the meatballs and then take them out, get kind of like the broth ready, and then I'll put them back in a little bit. I decided to wait to add the coconut aminos until they were cooking, so it kind of like caramelizes almost. So they're about halfway done, so I'm just drizzling them with aminos, and it'll just kind of like caramelize the outside of them and sweeten them up a little bit. The meatballs are done. I just put them in a little plate to the side. Now I'm gonna start making the rest of it. The only part of this that's kind of time consuming, I guess, would be the meatballs, but they're also like really easy. So, and then I'm just gonna add coconut oil to start the broth instead of like olive oil, because I feel like coconut, like a little flavor of coconut is really good with ginger and garlic. You could totally do olive oil if you don't want a little coconut flavor. I'm gonna move it back over here. I'm gonna keep cooking. So I have half of the ginger and half of the garlic that I didn't put in the meatballs. And then I have a lot of green onion here. I'm going to use most of it, but I'm going to save some of it for garnish on top of the soup. Also going to splash it with some aminos. I put aminos in everything. They're so good. This is like the best smell ever. You guys could smell this. It's like sweet, coconutty, garlic, ginger, onion. It just smells so good. Okay, sorry that's kind of loud, but I'm using Kettle and Fire chicken broth. They also have really good bone broth, which I do use sometimes, but to make a whole soup using the chicken broth is just a little more cost friendly. So I have one regular and one low sodium because I like to add my own salt. And then you'll turn the heat up and get it nice and hot, because I'm going to cook the pasta right in here. I'm adding in about half of this. The water's not boiling, but it doesn't need to be boiling. It just has to be hot enough to cook it. Ooh, that was a lot. Just added the meatballs back in. And I also added the kale. We have like the unsaltiest salt ever, so I'm adding some things to make it a little more salty. So I have this gluten-free soy sauce. You could do tamari, but it's kind of like an Asian-y soup, so I thought that would be good. And then I'm doing a little bit of this paste. It's like, you can add it to like gravy or like chicken broth and stuff to just add more flavor. But I'm going to add a little bit of that. It's really good in like any type of soup or anything that has broth. Done. I like my soups on the less brothy side.
Yeah, you are, you're not gonna be able to eat that for like 5 days.
I know, that's why I'm using a shallow bowl. That is the soup. It is later. We're about to go watch The Chosen. We're rewatching it before the new season. If you guys haven't watched it, it's, how would you describe it? It's like stories of the Bible, which sounds kind of boring.
It's a depiction of the life of Jesus and how he brought about his church and his disciples, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe boring wasn't the right word, but it sounds...
It sounds like it's going to be Sunday school, and it's not.
Yeah, like it's like a full-blown show, and it is so well done. It's such a good show, but the new season comes out in a couple weeks, like 2 weeks, I think. So we wanted to rewatch it before the new season. You can watch it like, I don't know, you know what else it does? It like, I'm a visual learner, and even though like, because it's a show, it's like, I don't really know what book I've even seen, like what book it's based off of. John? Matthew? Matthew. It starts at Matthew. But like, I don't know, like even reading the Bible, even though it's only been like one book or so that the show's depicted so far, I feel like I understand so much more of the Bible in general just because I can put a visual to it. And like, obviously it's not the real thing and it's a show, but I'm just such a visual learner, and like everything is making so much more sense to me now. We are having a dessert. Usually we have Trader Joe's peanut butter cups in the house, or Trader Joe's mini ice cream cones, and we don't have either. But Ben's mom got me, she got me this box of chocolate for Christmas, among other things. She didn't just give me chocolate. But every time we go to their house for Christmas, I eat so much chocolate. So I usually get some type of chocolate. So in the box came a very large peanut butter cup
We should cut.
that we're gonna open. Should I just cut it down the middle?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm not like that big of a chocolate person, but during the holidays, I love the Ferrero Rocher chocolates, and then like day to day, I love peanut butter cups. You want like a chunk?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for this whole chunk right here.
Cheers!
Oh, you have
Oh.
a wax paper.
Cheers!
Wow.
I chose yours more.
No.
I think I like peanut butter cups with dark chocolate. It's a little too sweet for me.
Oh shit.
That's gonna wrap up the vlog. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and stick around for more. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!